What's going on, guys? It's Delphi here, back again with another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video, we're going to talk about some more leaks that happened today and yesterday for Black Ops 6 multiplayer and zombies as well. Also, just the gameplay and movement in general for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So let's start off with by saying I can't show any of the gameplay or any of the pictures or anything that was sort of leaked on Twitter. If you want to go and look at that, I'd say just type in hashtag Black Ops 6. You can go ahead and look at it. I will mention a couple like Twitter accounts that you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself. By the time that I upload this, it actually might be deleted. So I kind of wanted to get this video out there while the videos are still up, so I can actually have something that I'm looking at, so I can describe it to you guys. So we're just gonna go down the list. A couple things that were leaked. One of the main things that I want to talk about is the create a class system, right? So in one of the leaks, we have the leaker. I believe his name is like Better Than Alex or Alex AL. It's Better Than ALAIX. That's his Twitter. He just started going crazy with all the leaks. But we have a couple things that he decided to show to us. It was actually some gameplay footage as well, which was actually very interesting to look at. But here's a couple things that I took away from these leaks. Let's start off with the create a class. There's actually two videos that he posts on his Twitter account. He has one about a sniper rifle and a second one about the XM4. So the first one, I'm going to talk about the sniper. I actually have it pulled up. I'm trying to look at it. Actually, like I said, I actually can't show this on YouTube. Don't want to be, taken down or anything. Like I said, you guys can go check it out on Twitter yourself. But we have a sniper. It's called the LR762. Kind of looks like a Tundra from Cold War, if you want to, call it that. One thing that was very interesting to me was that in the create a class system, you have a slot for your secondary, but then you also have a slot for your knife. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if this is like a pre-alpha version where you can have like 3 weapons at once, or you can bring out your knife to run faster, and you can switch from that to your secondary to your primary. That was also very interesting to me. As we can see as well, everything else is pretty normal. We have a concussion grenade, we have a frag grenade, and I believe it's actually kind of blurry. I can't really see it, but we have a field upgrade as well for them to use. And then we also have 3 perks. We have perk 1, 2, and 3. We have quartermaster, engineer, and I think that's called ambush. Anguish. It's either anguish or ambush. Like I said, it's very blurry. I can't really see it. And then we also have a wild card as well. Right next to the wild card is, I believe, I think it's called like specialty. We don't know what that is exactly. With these further leaks, we can try and figure out what that exactly means. But as of right now, these are the videos that we can go off of. One thing that is to note is that wild cards are back. If you guys played Cold War back in the day, wild cards basically gave you, I believe, like an extra perk that you wanted to use, such as you wanted to use 2 perk 2s, or if you wanted to use more attachments on your primary weapon, you can. Stuff like that. That's what the wild card is. It's basically a extra create a class thing that you can add to your class. Mainly the 2 that I mentioned are the ones that most people use. You can use any of the wild cards, but in this leak we aren't able to see what the wild cards are, which is actually good. I can't wait to see what kind of wild cards we're gonna have in store for Black Ops 6. Next on the second creator class leak was the XM4. Now, if you guys played Cold War, you guys will know what exactly the XM4 is. XM4 is an AR. Basically looks like a Vietnam version of a M4A1. So the XM4 is confirmed to be back. It is the same, looks the exact same. In these leaks, there are no attachments on it, so it basically just looks like the normal XM4 from Cold War. Again, we have the secondary pistol, and then we also have a knife right next to it in the create a class system. And then we also have the same thing, concussion frag, and then a field upgrade, 3 perks, a specialty. I believe that's what that is. And then wildcard again. That's what we have for the create a class. We also have, as well, we have a couple leaks on the Scorestreaks. We have 2 gameplay leaks from the same guy about a couple of the Scorestreaks that you can use in Black Ops 6. We have the chopper gunner that he actually ended up using. The chopper gunner reminds me a lot of the exact same chopper gunner from Black Ops 1, if you guys played that game way back in the day. Basically the exact same thing. You load up into a helicopter, you got a little minigun, and you fly around the map and just can shoot infinite ammo until you're either shot down or time runs out on your score streak. We also have the cruise missile or Hellstorm missile, whatever you want to call it, either or. It's basically the same as all the other Call of Duties. You call in a missile, it shoots down, you can accelerate it, and it'll explode and kill anyone that it hits. Also, as well, we have a RCXD. RCXD is coming back. That is a Black Ops staple. It's basically been in, I believe, every single Black Ops game ever. So we have those few score streaks that were confirmed to be in the game. So that is pretty interesting. Not too much information on the rest of the score streaks within the game. I'm sure with all of these leaks, there will be a couple more gameplay leaks of the rest of the score streaks. Also, as well, guys, we have a couple gameplay showcases of the multiplayer maps. So in the Black Ops 6 reveal multiplayer reveal video, we have the one map. It's called Rewind. It was basically right outside of a DVD store. I can show it on screen, like the not the leak version, but the gameplay reveal version. It's called Rewind. We have the guy run through the entire map in one video. He's basically just running. Tac sprint is also confirmed in the game. Whenever he runs around in the map, tac sprint is shown. It's a pretty short map. It kind of looks like a traditional 3 lanes. Very short. Kind of looks like any normal Call of Duty map. Does look very interesting with the doors that you can open and everything going into all the stores, and like the back of the store, and you can walk like into the store, into the hallways. That should be very interesting to play this map. It's called Rewind again. It looks like a very interesting map. Also, as well, we have a second multiplayer map leak. It is the exact same one. It's on the train that we see when the Omni movement was being showcased within the multiplayer reveal. He basically just runs around. It's a fairly good sized map. It's actually a little bit bigger than Rewind, I believe. And a lot of trains, a lot of foliage. There's some height advantages that you can use in this map. More traditional 3-lane map, which is what we love to see. Love to see the traditional 3-lane maps. Very, very, very much looking forward to playing both of these maps when the beta comes out, and when the original game finally releases in late October. Now I'm going to go through a couple of the map leaks and rumors that are circling through because of these Call of Duty Black Ops 6 leaks. There are a couple rumored remastered maps to come back to Black Ops 6. We don't know if it's going to be released whenever the game launches in late October, but there is a good chance that these maps will be remastered and dropped within the following seasons, like season 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is from Modern Warzone on Twitter. This is a very reputable source for all Call of Duty leaks and everything Call of Duty news. So they say that Hacienda, Firing Range, Yemen, and Nuketown could be returning for Black Ops 6. Now, we know Nuketown is a Black Ops staple. It's been in every single Black Ops game, so we do know for sure that Nuketown will, almost 99.9% guarantee that Nuketown will be in Black Ops 6. If it's not released on day 1, it will eventually be released. Hacienda is a BO4 map from Black Ops 4. That would be very interesting to see that map within Black Ops 6. It was a very good competitive map during the CWL era, and as you guys know from my my channel and everything, I'm mostly a competitive Call of Duty player, so that would be interesting and fun to play. watching Black Ops 4, watching like like the CWL League play and everything. Finally be able to play Hacienda for Black Ops 6, that would be very fun. Firing range, we all know firing range. It's a staple all the way from Black Ops 1, was in Black Ops 2. Also Black Ops, I don't know if it was in Black Ops 3. I know it was in Black Ops 4. Basically a staple for all Black Ops games. Firing range, everyone loves that map. Would be very fun to have that in this game. Yemen from Black Ops 2, also very iconic map. Everyone would love to see that map within Black Ops 6. So I didn't speak about this when we were talking about the classes, but a new video literally just dropped as I am recording this right now as we speak. We have a further zoomed in version of the creative class. So I was right. It is a specialty that is right next to the 3 perks. So we know that. And then we also go into the weapons to look at all the attachments that you can add onto the gun. So for the LR762, which is the sniper that I was talking about, like I said, basically looks like a Tundra. So just think about the Tundra from Cold War. Just it's basically that, just a little bit different. We have a optic, muzzle, barrel, underbarrel, magazine, rear grip, stock, laser, and fire mods. So basically the same exact thing from MW3, the game that we're playing right now. Fire mods, I believe, is ammunition. It would basically like the same thing that we see in MW3 right now as we speak. Basically, it'd be like high grain, low grain, like fire, bullets, yada yada yada, this, that, the other. Everything else is pretty much, normal. Muzzle, barrel, underbarrel, magazine, rear grip, stock, laser, same old, same old. A lot of different options to further customize your weapon. We see in the video as well that he circles through a lot of the attachments and stuff like that. We see that it increases slide to fire speed, dive to fire speed, and sprint to fire speed, hip fire movement, strafing movement. So basically you can use a lot of these attachments to increase your speed. A lot of things that we haven't seen before is like the dive to fire, movement and stuff like that. So increasing the dive to fire would actually be very interesting to see. We've seen slide to fire, we've seen sprint to fire, obviously, hip fire movement, strafing movement, obviously. But dive to fire is brand new because of the omni movement that we have seen in the gameplay trailer. That should be very, very interesting to see how they balance that all. And then also, like I said as well, for the creative class, we do see that secondary, and then right next to that is the melee. So we don't know for sure what that exactly means. Maybe we'll have 3 different weapons that we can choose from. Now, granted, the third one's going to be a knife. Basically, just going to use that to increase your movement speed to try and get around the map, or just trying to evade a gunfight, yada, yada, yada. But that should be very interesting to see. Don't know if there's any other Call of Duty like that ever, that has you having 3 different types of weapons on you at one time. So there were a couple map leaks that we didn't see the gameplay of. We have 4 maps that we have the names of, and they all look like traditional 3-lane maps. Very happy to see all that. A little bit small as well, but we all love small maps, high engagement. We don't like the long range maps. Everyone's just gonna camp in a corner. But we have one that is called Protocol, that basically just looks like an old castle, old like hideout, kind of looking like brick buildings and stuff like that. Haven't ever seen that one before. But the next one we have Skyline, which was basically like the house with the pool in the reveal trailer that we saw. That one is called Skyline. The one with the broken down radar satellite looking thing in the sand, that one is called Scud. That one, it looks like a fairly decent sized map. Looks like the biggest map out of the one that we've seen so far. And then we have Gala, which is, I believe, the casino map that we were seeing in the campaign. Could also turn into a multiplayer map that is called Gala. So that's pretty much all of the leaks that we have so far. There is one more from Modern Warzone that I want to talk about before we end this video. There's a potential leaked map list for Black Ops 6. There are 20 names for all of the maps that are supposedly either going to come in on day one or within, like, the following seasons. So let's just go through all of them. Number one, we have Vorkuta Mine. Number two, we have Vorkuta. Both of them, if you guys played Black Ops 1, Vorkuta is the prison that Alex Mason was at with Viktor Reznov in when he was captured in the campaign. So it's very, like, snowy, like Russian, like prison stuff like that. That should be cool. Number three, we have Catacomb. 4, Flat. 5, Dig. 6 is Babylon. Then we have Train Graveyard. We have 8, which is Russian Base. 9, Socotra 2. 10, Hacienda Alt, so I believe that's a Hacienda from Black Ops 4 that we were talking about earlier. 11, Strip Mall. 12, Red Card. 13, Firing Range 2, so firing range again. 14, Veiled. 15, Canals. 16 is Island. 17 is Pillage. 18 is Radar. 19 is Stealth. And 20 is finally Nuketown. So those are all the rumored maps for the map list for Black Ops 6. There were some that weren't in the list that I mentioned earlier with that leak. I believe this tweet might have came out before like majority of like the leaks were happening. So it actually might be more than 20 potential maps that are going to be released with Black Ops 6, but that is pretty much all of the leaks that were shown to the public on Twitter so far from Better Than Alex. Like I said, guys, if you want to go ahead and look at all of the tweets, I believe on his Twitter, it was already taken down, but if you just search up hashtag Black Ops 6, you can definitely see all of the gameplay, because everyone's just reposting it right now. It's going viral, so I felt like I needed to post this video. That is pretty much it. If there's any more Black Ops 6 news, I will be posting about it, but until then, I will see you guys during the beta in, I believe, like 20-something days. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.